Hello. As always, the first question, can you hear me? I'm pretty sure that you can. I'm going to wait for people to pile on in, however many people do come in. You can probably see that I'm in the new place. You can probably hear that I'm in the new place. You can probably also see that it's not unpacked at all. But we're here. We made it. It's real. The new place is real. One day it's gonna have pictures and things and all kinds of things. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a real filming room. So looking forward to that. Kai, how am I liking the new place? Liking it so far. So far, so good. We finally sorted everything out with the electrical. Oh, thank you, Mackenzie. It's been a journey, but it's finally all done. We just got the inspection and the certification, so we're free, and it finally feels like we live here. It finally feels that way. So, but that's not the announcement. The announcement isn't that we're in the house or anything like that. But I guess that's also an announcement. But the announcement is I can finally say, I'm sure some of you will probably already guess, but part of the reason why I've been so MIA and why I've just fell off the face of the earth wasn't just the move, even though that didn't help, but it's the fact that there's going to be another new little shipper because I am pregnant again. So that's lots of where I've been. That's where I've been. So thank you. So it hasn't been a good first 3 months at all. So that's part of why I just completely fell off the face of the earth, because morning sickness doesn't always happen in the morning. For me, it's always happened in the evening, and the evening is when I work after work. So that's why I vanished. So thank you. Thank you so much for all the well wishes. We're really excited. So finally starting to feel a bit better. So yeah. Do we know yet? We don't know yet. We don't know yet. What's the due date? We are due in August. So summer baby. We are due for a summer baby. Okay, do I have a hope? No, just happy and healthy is all we're hoping for. And looking forward to the return of energy and life, which is slowly but surely happening. It was, I like to do everything, as you guys know. So it was really hard to just have some evenings where I couldn't do anything. Oh, thanks so much, Eric. We appreciate that. So, yeah. Today was actually one of the first days that I've been able to script in the evening after I've come back from work. This is plus on top of the renovations and stuff that we've been doing. So feels good. It's a surprise ships. I don't know. I just went with where the whims took me and it ended up on surprise ships. So that's what we're doing next. So I can firmly announce the next shipping video you will see will be a surprise ships. That's where we're going. We're getting back into the swing of things. Somebody asked me the other day, they're like, did you run out of fandoms? And I was like, never. Absolutely never. So that's not even possible. I'm even back to reading about drama. So that's definitely a good sign for sure. Oh, Betty, does Little Shipper know? Yes. Little Shipper does know, and she's will there be a puppy shipper? Probably not, but there'll probably be a kitty shipper. There'll probably be a kitty shipper. So of it and the swing of things, and to be in the new house and to be painting and to be doing everything all at the same time. I guess the other announcement would be for those of you who have supported me on Patreon and everything, I wanted to thank you so, so much. But for those of you who have, you may have noticed that I deactivated it. And the reason that I did that was because I was falling behind and I can't predict when I'm going to be able to be on a regular schedule again. So one of the things that I had to accept, and that took me a long time to come to terms with this pregnancy, is that I can't do as much as I used to. The first one was kind of a dream one of those ones that people talk about, like, oh, nothing happened and like I didn't feel anything and da-da-da-da. But this time is completely different. So I'm just like, I just need to acknowledge that this is very different. And if my body is telling me to go to sleep, I have to go to sleep. And this time is going to be different. And I've just had to accept that, which for me was very difficult to come to terms with. I was trying to do like, the mind over matter thing, like the mind conquers the body, like we're gonna, and it just, no, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. So the mind makes it real. Not all the time. Not all the time. Oh, little shipper army. uh Oh, thank you, Maiden of Cats. No, it's definitely been a journey. Mr. Shipper has been absolutely amazing. He's it's 10 p.m. and you need a crepe. I'm gonna go get it. So it's been very helpful. Will you reactivate once you have the baby? I will probably reactivate once I'm back on a regular schedule is probably when I would probably when I would. When I'm finally firmly on a schedule or I have an editor. Those are the two eventualities that would probably happen. So no, Kevin's been so amazing. I can't even sing his praises enough. And also how impressive he's been with how much of the electrical and how much of the renovations he's had to do by himself. Because there are some things I just literally am not allowed to do. So that was the other hard part of the move, which was like, there are certain things that are just like, I can't lift that, or I can't smell that, or I can't like, oh, I have the saddest nausea trigger of all time. And I have to tell you about it because it's really funny and it's really sad. So up here in Canada, it is winter currently, which, if you're on the same hemisphere as me, then so it's cold. So all of the buildings, like the malls and everything, have the heat up to like, like, oh, would you like to move from the Arctic to a desert? And I can't move from a cold to a hot room without gagging. And it's the saddest experience. People just look at you because I'm not showing yet. And for those of you who watch me on Top 10 Nerd, you probably noticed that I'm not showing yet. So it's just like I just walk into a room that's a different temperature and it's over. So it's funny now. It's not funny when it's happening. So do you get extra salty about things? Yes. Oh, most definitely. The proportion of salt to occurrence has definitely increased, and it's led to some very dramatic moments, which I've made Kevin laugh a lot because I've been like really, really dramatic about things. So that's been that, and also really excited and elated about things, like the end of Rick Grayson, for example. And I was like, it's over, we're free. Oh, story time. I think the most dramatic I've been so far is we moved and there are different garbage regulations where we moved to. And so they didn't take our trash. And I was so like, the rage is real. The pregnant rage is a very, very real thing. So Oh, Jacob, there can always be more salt. The salt can increase to whatever levels we need to take it to. Oh. Now, thank you, everybody. It's really good to finally be able to tell people, because I am one of those superstitious people who I'm like, yeah, you wait the certain time period. I know that technically you can tell people whenever, but I do like to wait for that cushion. It just makes me feel more comfortable, which I've started saying is comfortable just because of some of the other work I've been doing. Have you watched any new shows? Oh, thank you, Fearless Astrid. I missed it. Um, yeah, actually, a couple. They haven't been extremely shippable, but I've read a couple of like comics that I've been like shipping through and catching up. And I'm saying probably because I don't want to commit to too many things, then fall through. There's probably a Fic Rec Friday coming soon. There's a bunch of stuff that I've bookmarked that I'm like, they would really enjoy this. So I'm going to wreck some of those, hopefully. And there is a space that I'm building upstairs. If you watch my Casually Comics channel, you saw me unboxing a box in a weird echoey location. That is now my attic. And Fearless, yeah, potentially. It's definitely still on the list. And the attic is going to be a book nook and eventually the place where I do film. We're painting it this weekend. It's going to become a real place and a space. So very, very excited for that. So yeah, feels good to be easing back into fandom, even the madness of all of it. What have you guys been shipping recently? What have you been up to? What shows have you been catching up on? Have you been watching the October Faction? Are you watching that other one that came out? That Lock and Key? Like, what are you doing? Oh, lately, a lot. Maybe two. I think I've read them all. I think I've bookmarked them all. Like, it's madness. It's absolute madness. Steven Universe Future was an experience. Beastars is still good. Beastars is still fun. I was watching the trailers for like the upcoming anime season, and there's so much of it that I'm so stoked for. There's already a show that's coming out, and I forget the name of it. But all the comments were like, "Here come the shippers, and they're gonna ship them," and I was like, "I already do." They were so salty about it too. They're like, "Ugh," and I'm like, "I'm ready to bathe in the annoyance of these people for a show that hasn't even come out yet." Oh. Yes. The Witcher, Jacob Critical Role. I need to sneeze. I always need to sneeze. So the room that we're in right now, the reason why it's not going to be the filming room is because it is actually going to be the baby room. So eventually, we haven't painted it yet or anything. It's just going to be some neutral baby color. Baby shipper got to pick her own color, and she was really excited about that. And she picked the Pepto Bismoliest pink of all time. But you know what? She picked it, so she loves it, and that makes me happy. Oh, everything happens in the evening, and that's when I've been the absolute sickest. So I just haven't been able to do much. Like, I help for a little bit, mostly with the Kevin around the house and cleaning and stuff. And then there was this period of about a week where I would eat, and that would just be it. Like, I would just be down. I would be so sick after that I couldn't do anything. I've heard interesting things about Prodigal Son. So yeah, Vision Wanda actually looks really fun. I actually liked the teaser that they released a lot. It was the one that I was the most interested in, of the little snippets that they showed of the little like 30-second thing. Baby shipper just got upgraded to little shipper, kids shipper. Like a superhero. They've gone up a level. Yeah, I'm totally ready for Winter Falcon the show. No, I have not seen anything. Nothing, nothing at all. If it's not on Netflix or Prime or Crave or Crunchy or Disney. Oh God, I have 5. Send help. Then I haven't seen it. I have 5. This is the world we live in. It's just cable all over again. I knew this would happen, and yet I'm sitting here with 5. Why did I let this happen? I'm part of the problem. I'm letting them do this. I'm still waiting for a bunch of games, and I got an email I never replied to because, again, I was too sick, about this upcoming launch of new visual novels. So I'm super excited for that. Oh, I feel like the Loki show's gonna like reignite that. I don't think it'll be as big as last time, but it'll definitely reignite some of the Tom Hiddleston excitement that existed from back in like my late, no, it was my early 20s by the time that happened. Yeah. I haven't watched any new anime yet. Nothing. Wait, that's not true. Except for Beastars. Why I keep lying about Beastars? I've been all on the Beastars. Have you hopped back on any old ships? Still on the Bat Lantern train, super hard because it was Bat Lantern week this week, which meant that there were tons of new fics. And the first day was Hanahaki. And I was there for that. People dying with flowers in their lungs. Sadly, no one did the fake dating prompt. I was really sad about that. I love a good fake dating. I was like, I need a story where Hal and Bruce are fake dating. Like, and I'm too lazy to write it myself. Someone must write it for me, please. I read the manga. My computer's alerting me that I have a memory card in it. It's like, did you know? The flowers weren't constructs because it was Bruce that was dying. Oh. I've never actually watched The Rising of the Shield Hero, no. Fic Correct Friday for fake dating fics. That is hard to say. That is really hard to say. So, no, it shouldn't be buffering. We have good internet here. We have moved to an area that is very small towny, actually, and I really like it. I don't really miss the city too much. It's a very small, quiet place. When we were looking to move, they were like, how important is nightlife to you? And we put a 2. So that's how we ended up here. My nightlife is this. I don't need more nightlife. Oh, I hope it stops buffering for you guys because mine is showing crystal clear connection. Oh, hi, Jason Lee. Let me know when you guys are clear again and out of buffer hell. So, nice small town or Stephen King small town? So far, nice small town. Like, food is cheaper, small town. Gas is cheaper, small town. Yet it's a university town, which is really interesting. So maybe it is a Stephen King town. So, Maine. If I moved to Maine, I would tell you. So. Oh, Raylo is a journey. Raylo is a journey. Stars Hollow, small town, where we go to the same coffee shop. Any fun games you've played lately? Yes. Yes. Why am I saying yes like it's a question? Like, I played games? Yes, actually. I finally played a bit of the Spider-Man game. a million years later, and I really, really enjoyed it. But I have to play it later because my daughter doesn't like Spider-Man and she tells me no Spider-Man, only Batman. So I can't play Spider-Man in front of her because she's not having any of that. I'm only allowed to play Batman. Oh, I know, right? All of the Fem slash Elsa ships, all of them. Top 10 Fem slash Elsa ships. Let's see. Yeah, I see a flicker on mine too. Probably is buffering a little bit. Does she know about Bat Dad? Do you like dark fanfics? Oh, absolutely. I am big, big fan of the darkness. I love the darkness. I was born and okay, it's too late. It's been years. It's been years. That joke needs to be retired. uh, Eventually, I'll probably do a video on Bruce Wayne, Dick Grayson, Brew Dick, X Bruce, whatever we're calling it these days. I've read both personally. I've read ship and non-ship. I'm a very much I can explore and look at all of the tropes and things at the same time. Oh, so for those of you who like Frozen 2, did you come out of it with more ships or anything like that? You can't make it alive again, Ben. You can't. It's dead. We're in the end game now, Ben. We're in the end game now, and it's over. We're free. We're free from that. See, the Batwing is his plane though. So, ooh, Stardew Valley. What I am still there are a couple ones that I'm really waiting for. The office dating sim, date your office supplies, of course. The gay farming dating sim, of course. The serial killer dating sim is number one. We need to have some very problematic streams, and I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a fantastic time. I can't wait to make terrible choices together. It's gonna be a good time. There's gonna be yelling at the screen. We're eventually gonna do that like tutor route that you all hated. Oh, I can't wait. uh, Let me see. First in murder. That's right. And don't forget, entirely voiced. Entirely voiced. Never forget. So. Yes, there is a serial killer dating sim. There's an everything dating sim. If you can think it, there's somebody out there who either is making it or wants to make it or is trying to make it at this very, very moment. Oh, and you know what that means for some of the other ones? That means ridiculous voices. Ridiculous voices. My favorite thing to do, inappropriate voices for really serious situations. I do remember the pigeon dating sim. How do I feel about making a video on Nick Pot? Like I missed the boat, but like I still should. That is the truth, the honest truth. Yes, there is a dragon dating sim. Oh yeah, Persona 5 Royale. I haven't even played. It's not even here yet. I have to wait. I have to wait. Yeah, I have the Cinderella phenomenon, but I have yet to play it. Everybody says it's amazing. And there are so many terrible voices to do. No, it's good. It's good to have you all here. I really appreciate all of you sticking around through all of these gaps. I really have felt really terrible about them. I know whenever anybody makes a video like this, everybody's like, no, it's fine. Like, take the time. But it's like, it's not even so much that. It's like the pressure you put on yourself, you know? So let me see. Catch up with all of you. There's a lot of like emojis in the chat right now. Get some emojis in the chat. Ooh, a chocolate smothered banana. That sounds nice. That sounds really, I couldn't eat it though. The list of things I can't eat, not even because I can't eat, is just because like I can't. Like there are some things like foods that I used to love that I can't have anymore. I just can't even be around them. Jacob, go to your people. I've always been curious, what are your hobbies outside of fandom? Most of my hobbies involve fandom in some way, shape, or form. But I'm a really big makeup person, but I feel like you guys know that already. And like a nail polish person. I read a lot of novels. I don't think people know that. I do though, but pretty much everything manages to find its way back to fandom for me. Trying to think of like a completely unrelated hobby. Maybe one of the outdoor things that Mr. Shipper makes me do. So Mr. Shipper is the outdoorsy type. I'm literally just married to Craig from Dream Daddy. So, oh, Giselle, I've been good. I've been good. No, I haven't read the Vampire Academy series. Oh, I can't wait to seduce a stapler. It's going to be great. Every time I get an update, I'm like, is it ready? Is it ready? Is it time for me to marry my briefcase? Because that's what I'm waiting for. That's what my life is going to culminate in. Oh, that's when we've reached the pinnacle, is when I get to marry a briefcase. Oh, so fun. You know, Alan, I actually have a game with a succubus that I have not played. It's a like an asexual lesbian dating sim that has a succubus in it. And I'm you know, any novel recommendations? Actually, yeah. Hold on. I can never remember the full name, which is terrible because I can remember without looking it up because I'm a boss. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is a fantastic book. I first heard the audiobook, then I read the book. There were different experiences, and it's amazing. I've read it twice now and I absolutely love it. Okay, who else? That's something I do. Audiobooks. I like audiobooks a lot. And if I really like the audiobook, I will read the book because again, it's a very different experience listening to a book than reading it. Like some books you read and they're great and they're terrible audiobooks. And some audiobooks are great and you're trying to read it and it's not the same. So when I can have time, I like to do both if possible. I have long commutes and car rides, so audiobooks are fantastic because you can only listen to people talk on the morning show for so long before you wish that none of them existed. Let's phrase it like that. In fact, there's a morning show locally that fired their hosts, and that's made it the best morning show because they only play music. So Trickster, yes. Trickster, yes. I do know about the Podfix site. I do. I do know about the Podfix and the dedication and love that people put into their Podfix. There are a couple of podcasts, Maria, that I'm really into. The ones that make the effort to try and be like old radio dramas where they have all kinds of sound effects and stuff. Like those ones are really cool. Are you excited for the Final Fantasy VII remake? Yes. Yes, I am. Where is Simone? Asleep. It's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. Babies who can be asleep are asleep. Am I drinking alcohol? God, I should hope not, since I'm pregnant and all. No, this is Perrier. It's like the one thing I can now consistently drink. So, what's a podfic? Okay, so podcast fanfic combination. So where that what that is people actually do dramatic readings of their fanfics, and then you can listen to them. And for some of the more popular fics, or just if you're in a really active Discord or whatever it is, then it's a fun time. It's one of those really fun, fandom activities where you see people really coming together to make something like that a reality, which is always super duper fun to be a part of. Let me catch up. Let's Leaving Shippers Lie. Oh, where is Mr. Shipper? Is he okay? He's great. He's just been booted from the room. So because he was playing a strategy game before I kicked him out. So now he is downstairs playing a different game of some kind, I assume. It's one of the rare evenings where I haven't had to have him like make me a bagel or something like that. So sister, you did, but I'm sure people will fill you in. Yeah, Alan, I'll reiterate this just because it's been so long since I've posted anything. That my next one will be a surprise ships, and it's for one of my favorite movies. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So I was like, yeah, share a movie, share a ship, share the love. There we go. And even if you don't end up liking the ship, hopefully you will have a very campy, new, fun movie that you can enjoy. So that's always the goal. That even because people don't believe this about me because they're like, you ship everything. And I'm like, yeah, but I also enjoy it on non-shipping level as well. Like you can enjoy things on two levels. So even if you don't find a ship out of something, I'm always hoping that you'll still find something to enjoy. Let me catch up. No, it's good to be back. I enjoy the random. I just wish that that wall was not. I don't know why. Like I know that we just moved, but I'm just like, uh, that's, that's too much realism. That's too much reality right there in that back corner. That's too real. I feel like as I get older, I become more and more picky about the anime I watch. You see, I'm the opposite, 8 Matt. I feel like as I get older, I am less and less picky about the anime that I watch, which is probably a bad thing. Hmm. Let me see. Catch up. Peter and Flash is a weird ship. Pregnancy rage is very real. No, it is. I'll tell you, since we have story time here, a fun story about my last pregnancy. There was one night we were driving home. It was really late. We'd gone to an event and we had to stop for gas somewhere. And I cannot for the life of me remember A, why I got mad at Kevin, and B, why I got out of the car. I don't remember either of those things, but I know there was a reason for both. But I do remember that he said something and I got mad. So I was going to storm dramatically back into the car. And I went for the door handle and I yoinked it and it came off. I ripped the door handle right off the car. And then he just started laughing at me. And then I started laughing. And all was well with the world, even though I just turned into the Hulk. And it was fine. I'm secretly the Hulk, so it's all good. Yeah, I haven't read Bookworm. There was one, oh, There was one I was gonna read about like a manga about like a sommelier because I'm like, yeah. I'm so not discerning about this stuff. I'm like, oh, he's a couch salesman. I'll watch that anime. Speaking of salt, have any of you been really, really salty about anything lately? Because I feel like I have salt, but I feel like I have less salt like directed at anything right now. Are you thinking of dyeing your hair again? Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. Oh, yeah, Nacho. I heard about that. I heard about spoilers. I heard about the new sidekick. I heard about her sidekickification that happened in there. Yeah. Oh, you're not alone on that, Maddie. A lot of people are. A lot of people are. Yeah, I know, Nacha. And I saw a lot of articles coming out after that were like everything you need to know. And I was like, that she's a completely different character. Is that what you need to know? Because that's what you should know first. Oh, you're not excited for DC death metal. Okay. Not even Wonder Woman's chainsaw? It's not doing it for you. You're not here for Batman's dinosaur bike. You don't need a dinosaur bike in your life. Let's see. John Ambrose, Greta Gerwig. What was the name of the movie she made years ago that I really loved? Oh, it's from years ago. It was black and white. If anybody else remembers it, you can put the name in there. Let's see. Yeah, no, I've heard that. I've heard that too. Did they confirm that though? One person here, did they confirm that was actually what that symbol was made from? Because if so, that movie sounds like it's gonna be the hottest mess. Yes, Francis Ha. Thank you. Thank you. That was it. I love Francis Ha. The movie's great. Every time I hear anything about this Batman movie, I just slip more into my feeling of being perplexed. Like I don't feel positive or negative, just confused. That's been my emotional state since everything. The gun that killed his parents. I'm dying. Maybe he'll be like, if that's real, maybe he'll be like the Batman from the Odyssey. He'll ride a pterodactyl. That would be great. No, Ben, we're not excited. We're salty, but yes, I'm excited for that too. I'm looking forward to that. Let me see. 75-minute read 900 movie. We'll see. Robert also said he doesn't understand why he is a superhero. So we'll see. Again, I'm just completely perplexed by absolutely everything that is happening there at all times. Oh, I hope they're all right, V Storm. It's 2020, no more negativity. What 2020 are you living in, Ben? No, you enjoy your parallel reality. Let me see. It's just fun to catch up. It's just super fun to catch up. Anybody has any like fix or anything that you think are just amazing, like please send them my way because I wouldn't say I'm in a fic rut. I'm not, but I'm definitely in like a ship zone right now. So I would love some random fics to break out of it and get back into the wider array of like fics and stuff that are out there. So I know it hasn't been as long as I limit. The room is now getting too hot for me. That's so sad. It's a regular temperature. But yeah. So I am going to go. I am so glad to finally be able to share my announcement with you guys, be able to tell you what my next video is going to be and all of that. Thank you so much for your patience and for the well wishes and for your kindness and for being the just great bunch of shippers that you all are. And I can't wait to see you again. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, night, evening, whatever it is. All right. I will see all of you again soon. Okay. Bye.